following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Game time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome. We're live here at Young Field for day 2 of the state tournament here. As day 1 gave us some great games, including the most watched game of yesterday was the nightcap between the Fargo Post 400 Stars and the West Fargo Patriots. Brought in a total of 1,200 of you, so thank you so much for tuning into that one. Matter of fact, all of them are just a hair shy of 1,000 each. So, but that West Fargo Post 400 one bringing in the most viewers of the 4 games yesterday. So, which one will bring in the most today? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at what we got coming up today, and then maybe we can make a decision on that. As you can see there's a schedule there. We got Williston, Dickinson on deck. It'll be followed by Bismarck and Post 400. And then at 4:30, Fargo Post 2 and Mandan. Then we'll cap it off with Jamestown and West Fargo. That should be another interesting matchup at 7:30 this evening. The 4:30 matchup should be a good one. The 1:30 matchup should be a good one. This one here could be interesting as well. So we'll see how this all shakes and rattles out here for these 4 teams. 2 of the 4 teams, Williston, Dickinson, Bismarck, Post 400, 2 of those 4 will see their season come to a conclusion today. And we wish the best of luck to all 8 teams playing games today in today's tournament. So that's a look at who's playing who. If take a look at the bracket version of that. And as you can see, Post 2 advanced beyond Williston yesterday with that 11-0 victory over the Williston Keybirds. Mandan picked up a 7-3 win over Dickinson. Bismarck would fall 8-3 to Jamestown, and the West Fargo Patriots clinging to a 3-2 victory over the Post 400 Stars. A game in which the Stars had the tying run in scoring position, and they just couldn't quite get the base hit that they were looking for. So now they will play another tough test in our second game this afternoon against the Bismarck Governors, and the winner will stay alive in the tournament, and the other team will see their season come to a conclusion today. So there's a look at the bracket version. Once again, we'll have 3 games tomorrow, 2 games on Friday, 1 game on Saturday, and 2 games on Saturday if needed at 12 and 3 o'clock. You can see how that all pans out there. You can take a look at us online on YouTube, of course. Subscribe, join, all that cool stuff. That'd be much appreciated. And once again, the upcoming schedule for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 3 games, 2 games, 1 or 2 games. And then the winner of the game on Saturday will advance to Tuesday, August 2nd, which will be the Central Plains Regional down in Rapid City, South Dakota. So that'll we'll hit that button instead. That'll wrap up the initial part of our pregame show here. We're about 10:20. We're about 10 minutes ahead of first pitch, assuming that the umpires are there. And there they come in, walking in on the right-hand side of your screen. So we'll have 3 umpires for this game, it appears, which is 1 more than the normal 2. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Here, when our path takes an unexpected turn, we keep moving forward. When life sends us a message, we listen. When you're determined to beat the odds, we help you plan for what's next. This is commitment, resourcefulness, determination. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
All right, welcome back to Young Field. It's time to go over your starting lineups here on Magnitude Sports. And right now, sunny and 71 here in West Fargo for the first 3 hours, or the first 4.5 hours will be between 71 and 75 degrees, according to the hour-by-hour forecast. Here's a look at your starting lineup, and let's go over that. We'll start with the home team, or the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Williston Keybirds. And batting 1, 2, and 3 is shortstop number 3, Ashton Collins, second baseman number 12, Alex Bloom, and third baseman number 14, Grant Symbolic. The middle of the order at 4, 5, and 6 is left fielder number 13, Tyler Tomez, first baseman number 5, Caden Fingers, designated hitter number 20, Sawyer Hansen. And then the bottom of the order at 7, 8, and 9 is the catcher number 4, Chris Combs, the center fielder number 8, Derek Lee, the right fielder number 2, Alex Ewert, and then not batting but starting on the mound today for the Williston Keybirds is the starting pitcher number 9, Riley Erickson. Hunter Mapes, Micah Larson, and Callan Klaus are your reserves for the Williston Keybirds. And now they are introducing those Keybirds on the screen. They'll be in black with white numerals outlined and trimmed in orange with black hats with an orange bill. And the Dickinson Rough Riders will also be in black with black numbers outlined and trimmed in gold with black hats with gold rims. So 2 black teams playing on a 71/81 degree turf. And the black jerseys probably make it closer to 85 right there. For the Dickinson Rough Riders, 1, 2, and 3 batters will be the shortstop number 1, Troy Berg, the third baseman number 7, Carson Weiler, the starting pitcher number 18, Isaac Daly. Middle of the order at 4, 5, and 6 will be the second baseman, Aiden Hike, number 3, right fielder number 6, Drew Kovash, and the first baseman number 11, Caden Krieg. Then the bottom half of the batting order for the Rough Riders, 7, 8, and 9, center fielder number 10, Jeremiah Gillick, catcher number 14, Landon Olson, and left fielder number 15, Jace Kovash. And that will wrap up your starters for the Dickinson Rough Riders and the Williston Keybirds. Once again, around the bases, you'll have the Dickinson Rough Riders out in the field first. Defensively, Isaac Daly on the mound, Landon Olson behind the plate. Around the bases, at first base, Caden Krieg, Aiden Hike at second, Troy Berg at short, Carson Weiler in third base, and then the outfield, Jeremiah Gillick in center, Drew Kovash in right, and Jace Kovash in left to start this game defensively for the Dickinson Rough Riders. So we'll take another timeout, and when we return, we'll be a little bit closer to that first pitch of Game 5 of the tournament, Game 1 of Day 2 here on Magnitude Sports. Be right back. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again, Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though?
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice.
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, welcome back. We are live here at Young Field at the Essentia Health Baseball Complex in West Fargo. And we hope that you enjoy today's broadcast. There we go. Now we got a little bit of audio there. There you get a good look at Isaac Daly. He's going to start on the mound here for the Rough Riders, number 18. Once again, he'll be tossing them into the mitt of Landon Olson, who'll be behind the plate here for the Rough Riders. Around the bases, you got Caden Krieg at first, Aiden Hike second, Troy Berg shortstop, Carson Weiler at third. In the outfield, you have Jace Kovash in left, Jeremiah Gillick in center, and Drew Kovash in right field. And your lineup, batting-wise, for the Williston Keybirds will look like this. 1, 2, 3, shortstop Ashton Collins, second baseman Alex Bloom, third baseman Grant Symbolic. Middle of the order, 4, 5, 6, left fielder Tyler Tomez. First baseman Caden Fingers, designated hitter Sawyer Hanson. And 7, 8, 9, the catcher Chris Combs, center fielder Derek Lee, and Alex Ewert, the right fielder. And that will get us right to the first pitch as we get ready for the first inning of play, and it's a swing and a miss for strike one at 10:29 a.m. Once again, a sunny sky and 71 degrees. One ball and 2 strikes as we lost our audio temporarily there, but got it back. And now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Ashton Collins, the batter. Alex Bloom and Grant Symbolic will be on deck this inning as well. Isaac Daly with his 5th pitch coming up here. And the 2-2 will miss outside. We have our first full count of day 2 here at the 2022 state tournament. Once again, we thank you for tuning in. We'll thank our broadcast sponsors. Swing and a miss for strike 3. This game brought to you by the Bone and Joint Center, with locations in Bismarck, Williston, and Dickinson, and 11 other North Dakota locations. Visit them at bone-joint.com. Click on the locations button to find the one nearest you. Curveball outside for a strike, and it's 0-1 here to Alex Bloom. And now 2 back-to-back strikes tossed by Isaac Daly. Dickinson fell to the Mandan Chiefs yesterday by the score of 7-3, and now back-to-back strikeouts for Isaac Daly as he gets his second Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout of the afternoon, or I should say of the morning, because we're not quite to the afternoon, even though the sun out there would make you think otherwise. So this will be Grant Simbulik stepping up to the plate. Once again, Dickinson fell 7-3 to Mandan yesterday, and now Williston got bombarded 11-0 by Fargo post 2 in 5 innings yesterday. And the winner of this one will advance to tomorrow, and the other team will see their season come to a conclusion. It's a 1-2-3 inning with a pair of Buffalo Wild Wings strikeouts and a fly out to right field for Symbolic into the glove of Drew Kovash, and that will bring us to the bottom half of the first. We'll take the break at 0-0 here on the Essentia Health scoreboard, and the Rough Riders up to bat with Troy Berg, Carson Weiler, Isaac Daly. Riley Erickson will be on the mound when we return after this.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly. They're so happy all the time.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to Young Field here in West Fargo as we get ready to go here for the home half of the first. On the mound warming up there, you see Riley Erickson in this 0-0 ball game on the Essentia Health scoreboard. Around the bases here for Williston, Chris Combs behind the plate catching the pitches of Riley Erickson. And then at first base, you got Caden Fingers, Alex Bloom at second, Ashton Collins, the shortstop, Grant Simbulik at third. In the outfield, Derek Lee in center, Tyler Tomez in left, and Alex Ewert in right field. And now Troy Berg will step up to the plate. Once again, this game, both the top and the bottom of the innings, brought to you by the Bone and Joint Center in Bismarck, Dickinson, and Williston. Broadcast coverage also brought to you by the Network Center in Fargo, mortgage lender Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union. Runnings, Buffalo Wild Wings, Sweet Shots in Fargo, Doolittle's Woodfire Grill, the Knickerbocker in Hickson, Touchmark, Uber Eats, Post 400 Baseball, Game Time, and West Fargo Baseball for their support to make this state tournament possible here on Magnitude Sports. If you have a chance to patronize any of those businesses, we'd certainly appreciate you doing so. 0-1 the count now here to Troy Berg. We're 5 minutes into the ball game in this 0-0 contest so far here between the Keybirds and Rough Riders. And the 0-1 from Erickson is in, and that one's hit out into left field. Left center takes a hop all the way to the Green Monsters. Circling around is Tomez to pick it up, and he'll fire it back in, and Troy Berg is on with a one-strike double to left field, and that is a good start here for the Dickinson Rough Riders. Now Carson Weiler will step up to the plate here for Dickinson. Erickson will deliver the pitch and over the corner for a strike after taking a long look at Troy Berg on second. So it's the first hit of the game here for either team. Took 5 minutes to get that hit. Neal 1 coming up here after a couple glances at Berg on second, and now that one's going to be flared out to right field. On the run is Ewert into foul territory, and it will drop for a strike. 0-2. That one's popped up and sent back for a strike. And it's 0-2 for the second time here to Carson Weiler. Isaac Daly on deck. We'll see him for sure. And then we'll see if we can get to Aiden Hike this inning, who would be the 4th batter in the lineup for Dickinson. That one's popped up. Shallow center. Matter of fact, no, it didn't even go to shallow center. It went to Ashton Collins at short. Didn't quite, I thought it appeared that it was going to go into the outfield, but popped it up a little bit too high, and it stayed in the infield, and Collins nabs out number 1 here on Weiler. So apologies to my cameraman. I vocally guided him to the wrong part of the field on that. This one hit hard over towards Bloom at second. He will pick it up, fire it over to first, and that is out number 2. Troy Berg advances the third on the play. On the ground out by Daly. And Dickinson now 90 feet away from scoring first. Aiden Hike, the batter. That puts Drew Kovash onto the batter's deck here for Dickinson with 2 away. And the pitch is outside for a ball to Aiden Hike. Aiden Hike 5 for 13 lifetime on Magnitude Sports, with most of those hits going to left field. The 1-0 inside, 2 balls, no strikes here to Aiden Hike. Next pitch for Erickson is pitch number 10 as we're 8 minutes into the ball game. And there's a strike. And prior to Aiden Hike, Erickson had not thrown a ball. He has 2 balls and 8 strikes on 10 pitches, and the count is 2 balls, 1 strike to Aiden Hike. And the pitch batted back, fouled, strike 2, and now it's 2-2-2 with a runner on third. We'll see if Dickinson can get the bats going and get that first run into the game, or if Williston can hold them and strand that runner on third. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. And Erickson wind up and deliver, and that one's outside. Now deliver a full count here to Aiden Hike. On deck is Drew Kovash for the Dickinson Rough Riders. Dickinson in the third base dugout, Williston in the first base dugout, and that one will hit him, and that will put runners on the corners. So he'll make the trot up to first, and now bring up Drew Kovash. 4 for 9 Kovash is on Magnitude Sports Lifetime.
Drew Kovash.
Nice bright sunny day. Not too warm out there, at least not yet. In the low 70s at the moment. And if it were to stay this weather condition all day long, that would be pretty awesome. 1 ball, no strike here to Drew Kovash. 10 minutes into the ball game now. 0-0, but Dickinson threatening here on the Essentia Health scoreboard, and that one will miss for a ball. 2-0. From other action yesterday, the West Fargo Patriots 3-2 winners over the Post 400 Stars, and Jamestown 8-3 winners over the Bismarck Governors. 2-0 here from Riley Erickson on the way, and that one's flared out to right field. On the run is Alex Ewert, and he will make the catch, and that'll strand 2 runners on base here for Dickinson. And we'll take a timeout, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back.
Runnings is celebrating 75 years in business with an incredible 2022 Ford truck giveaway. Just imagine you hitting the road in a brand new, fully loaded Runnings Red Super Crew 4x4 truck. Don't imagine it. Make it happen by entering to win now through August 10th. To register, grab a prize card from your local Runnings store or visit runnings.com/2022 Ford Truck Giveaway. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older to enter. Enter to win today. And thank you for shopping at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, welcome back. Tyler Tomez will lead things off here in the top of the second for the Williston Keybirds. It'll be batters 4, 5, and 6. Tomez, Fingers, and Hansen. And a strike is tossed there to Tomez. Tomez had a fly out to right yesterday in the game against Post 2, and that was his only at bat in that particular game. And just for those who don't know, there's a difference between plate appearances and at-bats. So he made plate appearances, but only officially had one at-bat. And a quick strikeout here. That's the third strikeout for Isaac Daly. And now Caden Fingers. I was told that it's pronounced Fingers, so we're going to go with that until I'm told otherwise. So. And that is a strike. If I am getting his name wrong, feel free to subscribe and tell me in our chat, and I'll be sure to get it right. But I'm gonna go with what I was told. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. Sawyer Hansen on deck here. 1-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. And the third base umpire will say it's a ball. 2-2 the count now here to Fenders. During the commercial break, I'm going to ask because I just want to be sure. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Daly with pitch number 18. And the windup in the delivery, that 2-2. He'll foul it away, back for into the backstop. And that'll be actually a drop third strike, I guess, and he'll be thrown out. So it'll be a strikeout. Yeah, and that's what I thought too. Is now the umpires are going to get together, and you may have heard somebody in our crowd mic say that was a foul ball, and I thought it was a swing and a miss and into the backstop. I don't know if he actually made contact on it or not, to be honest with you, but the officials will decide if contact was made, and no, they're going to say it was a drop third strikeout. So that will be a strikeout for Isaac Daly. It'll be his 4th, I believe. Yep, 4th of the day. So we don't have to change anything in our stat book. That's good. Sawyer Hansen, the batter now, sees that first pitch come outside for a ball, 1-0. This game, the Stars and the Bismarck Governors all have the call. Riley will be back for the 4:30 game between Mandan and Fargo Post 2, and then I'll step away for a little bit and come back for the nightcap here between West Fargo and Jamestown. A nice catch by Carson Weiler as Hansen pops out into foul territory. Third baseman makes the grab, and that's 2 away here, or that actually ends the inning. That ends the top half of the second. We remain knotted up at a goose egg apiece here on the Essentia Health scoreboard. We'll take a break and come back with batters 6, 7, and 8. And Riley Erickson with pitch 17 right after this.
There is no off-season for greatness. You do what it takes to stay in the game. And so do we. Our commitment is to keep you moving forward. Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Like nowhere else.
All right, welcome back to Young Field here in West Fargo on the Magnitude Sports Network. Mike Mason alongside Chris Hubden on camera, and I hope you're enjoying today's broadcast. Once again, I'll be here for the first 2 games. Riley will have the 3rd game, and then Dale and I and Chris will be back for the 3rd game, or the 4th game tonight at 7:30 once again. And it'll be Caden Krieg, Jeremiah Gillick, and Landon Olson due up for Dickinson here in the home half of the 2nd, brought to you by the Bone and Joint Center with locations in Bismarck, Williston, Dickinson, as well as 11 other North Dakota locations. Visit them at bone-joint.com and click on the locations button to find the location nearest you. 1 ball, no strike here to Caden Krieg, and now the 2nd pitch is out for ball 2. Both teams in the black. To tell the difference for those who may not know, the gold numbers and gold hats are the Dickinson Rough Riders, and the white numbers outlined in orange with orange hats are the Williston Keybirds. And that was really hard to get out. It is too early in the morning to describe jersey colors and all that good stuff. I did have breakfast, but apparently that breakfast hasn't kicked in yet. 3-1 the count now here to Caden Krieg. Once again, Jeremiah Gillick on deck. Riley Erickson, 9 balls, 11 strikes on 20 pitches. He'll set now on the 3-1 to deliver pitch 21. And that one's going to hit the outer edge for a strike and a full count here to Caden Krieg. 3 balls and 2 strikes, the count. Erickson with nobody on base, sets, delivers the payoff. And this one is hit hard, and it'll be picked up by the first baseman. And it's I'll get to it in a little bit here. I have to think of it in my head, but it's a 3-1 ground out. Let's put it that way if you're scoring at home, and that puts out number 1. Fenders is what I asked her in the commercial break, and it sounded like fingers, but it was not. It was with an E instead of an I. So I'll just say first baseman moving forward till I figure it out. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jeremiah Gillick. And the 1-1 on the way, and that one's popped up. And it looks like Ashton Collins will have the play on it at short, and he will. And that's out number 2 here for the Rough Riders. So we remain at a scoreless game so far here, and 2 away. And Landon Olson at the 20-minute mark of the ball game will step up to the plate here for the Rough Riders and try and keep this inning going and start some 2-out magic here for the Rough Riders. Erickson will deliver. First pitch in for a strike. Nice pitch there by Erickson. Landon Olson 4 for 8, so he bats 500 when he bats on Magnitude Sports. Swings and misses there, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Jace Kovash on deck only if Olsen can reach base with 2 away here in the home half of 2. Here's the windup and the delivery, and that's high, and he'll give Landon Olsen a 1-2 count. And the 1-2, and that one is hit out to left field. Tyler Tomez is there, and he makes the catch, and that retires Dickinson here in the home half of 2 and completes 2 innings of play. On the Essentia Health scoreboard, your score 0-0 between the Keybirds and Rough Riders, and the Keybirds will bring up in the top of the 3rd batters number 7, 8, 9, Chris Combs, Derek Lee, Alex Ewart, Isaac Daly with pitch 22 after this.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, welcome back. Chris Combs, let's try that again. Chris Combs will trot up to the batter's box here for the Williston Keybirds. 0 for 2 in the game against Post 2 yesterday. Had a ground out and a pop out on the first base side. Here he takes a strike, and that's 0-1. Williston went 1-2-3 in the top of the first, 1-2-3 in the top of the second. And now quick 0-2 count here to Chris Combs in the top of the 3rd. Isaac Daly is on 23 pitches. The next one will be 24 for Daly. 25 to follow, obviously, and that one will miss for a ball, 1-2. 23 minutes into the ball game. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Runnings, Buffalo Wild Wings, and Sweet Shots in Fargo, along with many others. Certainly appreciate their support as that one bounces away to even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sweet Shots located just off I-29 in the 52nd Avenue exit, just kind of off there on the left. You can't miss it. Now on, he's going to make it to first. It'll go into the books as a strikeout, but he will reach base on that drop 3rd strike. So a wild pitch, 3rd strike is the official wording for it. And now Williston with a runner on base, nobody out, and Derek Lee, the center fielder, steps up to the plate. Now he gets hit by a pitch. Two runners on base here for Williston now. And Alex Ewart, batter number 9. Some quick words shared there between Troy Berg and Isaac Daly. Ewart's going to square up, and the pitch comes across 4. I missed it. I was looking at the shortstop running, and it comes across for a strike. With the 2 teams in black uniforms, I wasn't sure if that was the shortstop or the runner trying to steal 3rd. And that one's going to be popped up foul, and that one will not find its way into the crowd like 2 of them did yesterday. And it's now an 0-2 count here to Ewart. Ashton Collins on deck, assuming no triple plays occur. This would be the first inning that Williston does not go 1-2-3 in the event that a triple play does not occur. And that pitch is outside for a ball. Daly maybe tried to send it outside on purpose, but I don't think he tried to send it that far outside, because normally on an 0-2 count, you're looking to get the batter to chase, but no batter's going to chase it out that far. 1-2. And that's the pitch he tried to throw last time, and he got him looking. That's Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout number 6 here for Isaac Daly. And we flip it back to the top of the order here for post 37. Ashton Collins, the batter now. Of course, these two teams, for lack of better wording, neighbors to the north and south on the western border, almost western border of North Dakota. Williston a little bit closer to the western border than Dickinson is, but as far as the conference map is concerned, they're pretty much neighbors. No balls and 2 strikes to Ashton Collins. Daly with 33, make it 34 coming up here as he looks back at Combs on second. Now he'll step off. Runners will touch up. Once again, Derek Lee on first, Chris Combs on second, Ashton Collins the batter, Alex Bloom on deck. Here for the Williston Keybirds, looking to strike first in this game. He'll reach for it, and that'll be a strikeout. Strikeout number 7 for Isaac Daly. He'll go down swinging, and Alex Bloom will step up with 2 away and trying to keep this inning going here for the Keybirds. We still have no score. Williston has probably put the biggest threat on base of either team so far. Dickinson did get a runner to third, but according to my numbers, Dickinson has left 2 on base. Williston has left 0 on base so far. That pitch will just miss for a ball. 1-0 here to Alex Bloom. He's 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. And the 2-0 pitch is going to miss for ball 3. Daly looks back at Combs and winds and delivers. Got a slider or curveball, fastball, slider, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, it's still early in the morning for me. For everybody, I just got, swing and a miss for a strike. Strike 2. 3 balls and 2 strikes, so hopefully we've added a little bit of humor to your morning here. We'll see which team. And another strikeout. That's 8 strikeouts for Isaac Daly now, and they strand 2 on base. And that will take care of the top of the third. We move to the bottom of the third with batters 9, 1, and 2 for Dickinson. Jace Kovash, Troy Bird, Carson Weiler, and Riley Erickson with pitch 30. Your score 0-0 here on the Essential Health scoreboard. We're back in a moment.
Runnings is celebrating 75 years in business with an incredible 2022 Ford truck giveaway. Just imagine you hitting the road in a brand new fully loaded Runnings Red Super Crew 4x4 truck. Don't imagine it. Make it happen by entering to win now through August 10th. To register, grab a prize card from your local Runnings store or visit runnings.com/2022 Ford Truck Giveaway. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older to enter. Enter to win today. And thank you for shopping at Runnings, your home farm and
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Welcome back. Halfway through the third inning of play here, and now Dickinson will try and get the scoring going first here. Both teams have left 2 on base. Dickinson has the lone hit in the game. We're 30 minutes in now to this contest here. In this elimination game 1 of the 2022 state tournament. Winner stays alive, and the other team will see their season come to a conclusion today. And right now, neither team wants to be the winner, and neither team wants to be the loser. 0-0 in this contest, and 2 balls and no strikes to Jace Kovash. He was in the games yesterday. He had a couple of flyouts and a ground out to short. And that one's hit high left field, going back, and it is off the green monster. And had he had that a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right, Dickinson would have been on the board. And that's a base hit double. Had that gone over any of the other part of the outfield, that would have been a home run. But he couldn't quite lift it high enough to get it over the monster, but he does get a double out of it. And they'll take that double. It puts a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Troy Berg, the batter now. He got a double last time he was at the plate as well. He sent it deep into left field. As Troy Berg flips us back to the top of the order here for Dickinson. And the pitch is a little bit high for a ball, and it's 2-0. Broadcast coverage brought to you by West Fargo Baseball, Uber Eats, Game Time, Essentia Health, Post 400 Baseball, Touchmark, Knickerbocker and Hickson, and Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, to name a few of our many sponsors bringing you state tournament action here on Magnitude Sports. Pitch is high, ball 3 now to Troy Bird. And if Erickson isn't careful here, if he ends up walking Berg, Dickinson will be in business to try and score that first run of the game. We'll see if Erickson cashes in on his free strike coupon. He will wait a little bit on that opportunity there as he'll stare down Kovash back to the second base bag. Now Jace Kovash will get a lead off again. Second baseman tapping his glove there, and now the pitch will be delivered, and that's a walk. 2 runners on with nobody out. 33 minutes into the game. Carson Weiler will walk up to the batter's box now here for the Rough Riders.
The third baseman, number 7, Carson Weiler.
35 pitches for Erickson. 16 balls and 19 strikes. The unofficial count. And safe at second as they tried to pick off Kovash. There's the windup. Now he's squaring up, pulls the bunt back, and now the throw out to second goes into center field. Jace Kovash will stop at third, and he will advance on an error. The error will be charged to the catcher. And now that puts runners on the corners here for Dickinson. They were trying to get a rundown between second and third on Kovash. Got a little bit excited there and aired that ball out into center field. First error of the game. No runs on 2 hits. Runner takes off for second. And that will be cut off by the second baseman there, as Alex Bloom did not want Kovash to come in from third on that what could have been a double steal. And now that will possibly take care of the bunt. We'll see if he squares up or not. I would guess that he wouldn't, but we'll see what the coach has up his sleeve here. And now they'll throw it back to second. It was close, but he dropped the ball. Had he hung on to the ball, he may have been out at second. They got to be careful with Troy Berg taking second. If they try and pick him off and that ball goes out into center field, they're going to find themselves down 1-0. 2-1 the count. 2 runners in scoring position, and a base hit would break this one open here for Dickinson. The 2-1. And that one's fouled away, and it's 2-2. Riley Erickson coming up with his 40th pitch now, according to my numbers. And the 2-2. And that one's hit to left field, and that will drop for a hit. Coming in from third is Jace Kovash. He will score. And now runners on the corners as Troy Berg advances to third on the RBI single to left by Carson Weiler. And it's 1-0 in favor of Dickinson here on the Essentia Health scoreboard. So once again, Carson Weiler on first, Troy Berg on third, Isaac Daly the batter now 0 for 1, grounded out to Alex Bloom, the second baseman last time he was at the plate. And now Dickinson has a slight advantage here at the moment, and still nobody out, and they got a runner on third, and now that runner's going to take off for second, and now Dickinson gets another free steal. And the pitch comes across for a ball, 1-0, and now a base hit would do a lot of damage for Dickinson. We'll see if Erickson can pitch his way out of this jam here and keep his team down 1-0. And that one will be fouled at the plate. They'll even the count at a ball and a strike, 1-1. 2 runners left on base for both teams so far, and Dickinson has 2 more in scoring position on second and third. Carson Weiler on second, Troy Berg on third. Isaac Daly, the batter. Aiden Hike is on deck here for Dickinson. If no triple plays happen, we'll see him for sure. Erickson will set and wind and deliver. Low, in for a strike. I thought it was low for a ball too, but it's going to be in the strike zone for strike 2, apparently. And it's pitch 44 coming up here for Riley Erickson. And the 1-2 delivery. That one hit sharply into right field. That will score Troy Berg. And pumping the brakes at third is Carson Weiler. And on the throw, Daly will advance to second. It's an RBI single to right field. That advances Carson Weiler to third. And now Daly goes to second on the throw. And now it's another no out, runners on second and third situation for Aiden Hike. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by our friends at Sweet Shots in Fargo, Doolittle's Wood Fire Grill, Knickerbocker and Hickson, Touchmark, Runnings, Buffalo Wild Wings, mortgage lender Sean Carlson, and Town and Country Credit Union, the Network Center in Fargo, Essentia Health. And this game brought to you by the Bone and Joint Center with locations in Dickinson, Williston, Bismarck, and 11 other North Dakota locations. Visit them on their website at bone-joint.com. Click the locations button to find the location nearest you. Now that the music's done playing, we'll return you to our field mics. And Aiden Hike, who was hit by a pitch last time he was at the plate. Erickson stepped off for a moment. Now he steps off again, and now he's going to have Combs come up, and they're going to chat for a little bit. Two-0 ball game here on the Essentia Health scoreboard in favor of the Dickinson Rough Riders in the bottom of the third as we went scoreless through the first 2 innings, first 2.5 innings. Now Dickinson looking to add more, and that one, throw back to home, and he's safe at home. Aiden Hike with an RBI fielder's choice that scores Carson Weiler, Isaac Daly moves to third. So they tried to get the out at home. We're not able to get that one. So Hike reaches on a fielder's choice. He'll get credit for an RBI. So runners on the corners now for Drew Kovash. He would pop out to Caden Fenders, the first baseman, last time he was at the plate. So he's 0 for 1. 3 runs on 4 hits so far here for Dickinson, and all but one of those hits coming in the 3rd inning here. Now Aiden Hike will get credit for the stolen base at second, and once again, Dickinson continuing to apply the pressure here with runners on second and third. And there's still nobody out. And the pitch, high and in for a ball. 1-1 the count here to Kovash. One popped up, first base side. Fender's going after it. He makes the catch, and that's the first out of the inning. And a much needed out. We'll see if they can capitalize on that light momentum and get out number 2 here. Caden Krieg is the batter. He's batter 6 in the lineup with Jeremiah Gillick on deck. Krieg will face pitch 49 here from Erickson. And that one will just miss for a ball. 1-0 the count. And the windup in the 1-0 delivery. And that one's also outside. And it's a quick 2 balls. No strike count here to Caden Krieg. We're 50 pitches in now for Erickson. 22 balls and 28 strikes. And that one will pop away, and here comes Isaac Daly. He'll score, and it's 3-0 on the wild pitch. And Hike will advance to third. That's ball 3. One away, runner on third is Hike. Jeremiah Gillick on deck here for Dickinson, and Dickinson up 4-0 now here on the Essentia Health scoreboard. Here's the windup, and the 3-0 pitch is outside, and once again, they'll have runners on the corners. And what Dickinson has been doing all this inning, as soon as they get a runner on first, he'll steal second in an effort to try and get that runner on third home. So far, Williston hasn't had it cost him yet, but we'll see if that pattern continues or not. So if the pattern continues, you can look for Caden Krieg to potentially steal here. As Jeremiah Gillick, who flied out to the shortstop Collins last time he was at the plate, and he did not steal. And it's ball 1, high and in. Chris Combs was a little bit more alert there, and he was ready to toss it up to second in the event that Krieg took off, but he did not. He'll remain on first. Aiden Hike on third. 4-0 for Dickinson, and Jeremiah Gillick takes pitch number 2 for a strike, and the count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first, runner on third, and a 4-0 ball game here in the bottom of the third. And the pitch, and that one hit foul down the third base side. That would be good for strike number 2. Broadcast coverage also brought to you by Dulo's Wood Fire Grill and Knickerbocker and Hickson and Touchmark. And the 1-2. And this one finds the gap into left field. That will score Aiden Hike. And Caden Krieg moves up to second on the RBI single by Gillick. So now runners on first and second with 1 away. Landon Olson will step up to the plate. So they scored 4 of the 5 runs on no outs. They've scored 1 run so far here on 1 out. And the first pitch to Landon Olson comes across for a ball. He would pop out to shallow left last time he was at the plate. And that one's going to right. It drifts foul, and that'll be good for a strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 runners on here. Erickson 2 shy of 60 on the pitch count. That one hit up high left field, and that could be a play for Tomez, and it is. Runners will stay put as there's 2 away now for Jace Kovash.
Now batting for the Red Riders, left fielder number 15, Jace Kovash.
Jace Kovash, the batter, and the pitch. That one's cranked foul off to the right side of the batter's box. Kovash 1 for 1. He doubled the left field last time he was at the plate. Now he's down on the count 0-1. And the pitch. And he'll foul that one back, and he'll be down on the count 0-2. 61 pitches for Erickson, 35 strikes, 26 balls, according to my counts. And that one's off, fouled away again. So 3 pitches, and all 3 of them fouled away here by Jace Kovash. Troy Berg is on deck with 2 away if Kovash can reach base. All Erickson needs is 1 strike to end this inning. He will not get it on that pitch. He sends it low and out for a ball, and it's 1-2. And the 1-2, and that one is going to be chopped over the head of Erickson, and on a bounce, he'll fire it over, not in time, he's safe. Now they fire it back to third, and Dickinson has the bases loaded on an infield single. And now we bring it back to the top of the order here for Dickinson. Troy Berg. And Dickinson looking to add more runs to the 5 they've already scored here in the bottom of the 3rd. And they're going to get that. They're going to get at least 2 on that hit. Coming in to score is Caden Krieg, also Jeremiah Gillick. 2-run RBI single for Troy Berg that pushes Jace Kovash over to third base. You have runners on the corners again, and it's a 7-0 ball game in favor of Dickinson here on the Essentia House scoreboard. So now we'll have a new pitcher. Riley Erickson's day comes to an end. I had him down for 65 tosses, 27 balls, and 38 strikes. And we'll have a new pitcher on the mound, and it looks like that new pitcher is going to be number 11, and that is Hunter Mapes. So Hunter Mapes will take over on the mound. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though?
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, new pitcher on the mound for Williston is Hunter Mapes as he'll take his final warm-up toss here, and now he'll face Carson Weiler. Carson Weiler is the 12th batter of the inning here for Dickinson in the bottom of the 3rd. It started with Jace Kovash, who's made 2 appearances at the plate. Troy Berg's made 2 appearances at the plate in this inning. Now Carson Weiler is making his 2nd appearance at the plate in this inning here. And the umpire will call for the music to be turned off. And the runner goes, and they'll throw it up to second. That one's cut off there by Bloom to keep Jace Kovash at third. So a free stolen base, and now 2 runners in scoring position. Once again here for batter number 12 of the inning, Carson Weiler. 1 for 2, fly out and a single. That single went to left field. The fly out went to third base. That one went straight up and back for strike number 1, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike as a result here to Carson Weiler. No other changes defensively for Williston, just the change on the mound. Hunter Mapes now. He'll wind up and deliver the 1-1. That one got away from him, and it'll float up high for ball 2. It almost looked like either he held on, his grip on the ball was on there for too long, or when it came off his hand, it floated up instead of towards the plate. Or maybe a combination of both. 2-1. Now it's 3-1. Isaac Daly on deck. And there's a strike. And depending on how many more runs Dickinson scores in this inning, I would imagine that the umpire's strike zone might become a little bit larger moving forward here. Here's the payoff pitch, and that one's going to be popped up. Chris Combs will go after it, and Caden Finders will come in and complete the inning. Dickinson puts 12 to the plate. 7 of those 12 cross the plate. 3 get out, and they leave 2 on base. Add those all up, it equals 12. We go to the top of the 4th now. After this, it's 7-0 in favor of the Rough Riders here on the Essential Health scoreboard. Back in a moment.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local
Keepers have a runner on, still looking for their first hit as Thomas reaches safely. For the Keepers, runner on first and 1 out. Up next is Sawyer Hansen. Taylor Strong on the stretch. First pitch will be a backdoor. He is curveball for left-handed hitters just inside for ball number 1. Ball and no strikes. Now that's short lead. The right-handed pitcher, the pickoff movement in. That will be not in time. Thomas basically just has all the rest of your touch first base back easily. So these even batters that have this extra short lead, they need all the base runners they can get. Here comes the next pitch. Baker fouls it back to the backstop. For strike number 1, evening count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Winters comes set at the left-hand side of the batter's box. Daly will do it Williston and comes set. Thomas getting his lead at first. Coming for 1-1 pitch. Third ball up. Ball number 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Getting into a jam. Keepers trying to get on the scoreboard. That one is upstairs as well. So hitters will see hitters count 3-1. Hansen waiting in the.
All right. Let's see here. I need to hit a button.
Hits and runs on the board for Williston.
Did I plug in the wrong? I think I plugged in the wrong headset. There we go. And sorry about the audio issues there. I gave up on that current audio board and I just made a switch to a different audio board so it doesn't keep going in and out, in and out, in and out. So.
There we go. Now we are back in business here. There we go. Now, yeah, okay, we are 100% back with audio, and just at the right times, he bombs it out to right field, and that one is going all the way to the wall. And the Keybirds will get runners on second and third on that base hit. I'm not even sure who hit that one. I'm guessing it was Sawyer Hansen. Let's see here. This is Sawyer Hansen up to bat. So they got Tomez on third and Fenders on second. Fenders is the one who all right, so Sawyer Hansen is the batter now. .30 the count here to Hansen, and now he walks. So that loads the bases for Williston, and now coach will bring out a couple extra baseballs here to the home plate umpire, and the other coach will make a visit to the mound. And Isaac Daly is done. I don't know what his official pitch count is because I wasn't able to keep track of the pitches while we were fixing our audio board here. So I had him unofficially for 54, but I'll get the official count here in just a moment. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in a moment.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them. And that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
There is no off-season for greatness. You do what it takes to stay in the game. And so do we. Our commitment is to keep you moving forward. Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Like nowhere else.
All right, welcome back. And a run's going to score and catch you up on everything that happened here while we're coming out of the break. So a fielder's choice and an error will be charged there, and that will score 2 runs, as well as an out occurring there. So all right, and this is Derek Lee, and that one's going to left field, and a nice grab there by Jace Kovash in left. And that will complete the inning here as Derek Lee will fly out. They'll strand one on base. And we will be ready for the bottom of the 4th with Isaac Daly, Aiden Hike, and Drew Kovash coming up. Batters 3, 4, and 5. Hunter Mapes, pitch number 7, just ahead here on Magnitude Sports. Be back in a moment.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, welcome back. We're live here at Young Field. Our audio equipment is back at full strength, I think, and appreciate your patience as we went to fix that. Isaac Daly is the batter. Batters 3, 4, and 5 for Dickinson. Daly, Hike, and Kovash in the bottom of the 3rd. In the bottom of the 3rd, Dickinson would bat 12 batters. They would score 7 of them. 2 were left on stranded. The other 3 got out to end the inning. And that one hit hard to right, but drifts foul, and they'll be good for a strike. Isaac Daly, 1 for 2, ground out and a single. And a strike. So no balls and 2 strikes here to Isaac Daly. Aiden Hike on deck, Drew Kovash to follow. And the 1-2. That one's golfed up into shallow center. 3 people coming after it, and it looks like Derek Lee will make the catch. That's out number 1. First pitch to Hike in for a strike. And that one will miss for a ball. 7-2 now here on the Essentia Health scoreboard in favor of Dickinson. We're in the bottom of the 4th. That one popped up and looks like Fenders is there, and he will make the catch.
The 2 down brings up the right fielder, number 6, Drew Kovash.
Two balls, no strikes here to Drew Kovash. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts, both of them to the first baseman, Caden Fenders. And that comes in for a strike, and it's 2-1 now. Now on, hit hard on a bouncer towards third. Cymbelik picks it up, fires it over, picked and scooped by Fenders, and that's out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning here for Dickinson as Kovash grounds out to third, and that'll bring us now to the 5th inning of play. It'll be Alex Ewert, Ashton Collins, Alex Bloom, pending changes, 9-1-2 for Williston. We're going to return after this here on Magnitude. Be right back.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again. Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir. Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
All right, welcome back. 1 ball, no strike. You can now make that 2 balls, no strikes to Alex Ewert here as we go into the top of the 5th. 7-2 on the Essentia Health scoreboard. And now that one, nice diving grab there by Aiden Hike. He fired over to Krieg at first on the 4-3 ground out. Ashton Collins will step up to the plate now for Williston. That pitch comes across for a ball. It's 1-0 here to Collins. Collins struck out twice on his 2 trips to the plate today. This one, a grounder, a hard one. Hike dives again, throws again, fires him out again. Back-to-back diving 4-3 groundouts. And Alex Bloom will try and keep this inning going here for Williston. Aiden Hike, the hero of the top of the 5th for Dickinson so far. So that pitch will come outside. 1-0 the count now here to Alex Bloom. Bloom on a pair of strikeouts as well. Now it's 2 balls and no strikes to Bloom. Don't forget, coming up at 1:30 this afternoon, it's the Bismarck Governors and the Fargo Post 400 Stars. As it's now 3-0 here to Alex Bloom, and we'll have that game for you here on Magnitude Sports. And he'll walk Bloom on 4 pitches. Grant Simbulik will step up to the plate now here for Williston. Williston down 5 here in the bottom of the 4th, or top of the 5th, excuse me. And the pitch is in for a strike. Next pitch for, I think it's still Daly. No, it's not Daly on the mound. I switched pitchers a couple innings ago, and I forgot to flip it over in my stat book. So this will be the 70th combined pitch between the 2 pitchers. That comes in for a ball. It's 1-1. The count now here to Simbulik. Carson Weiler is on the mound. 1-1 to Simbulik. That's in for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and there's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Carson Weiler, and that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom, or the top half of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It'll be batters 6, 7, and 8 for the Dickinson Rough Riders. Caden Krieg, Jeremiah Jillick, and Landon Olson. And we'll return with more after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Be right back. Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though.
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
Welcome back. 7-2 in favor of Dickinson over Williston on the Essential Health scoreboard. Caden Krieg, the batter, takes the first pitch for a strike. Krieg 0 for 1, grounded out to first. Then he drew a walk last time he was at the plate. Hunter Mapes on the mound. I have him coming up for pitch 18 here. We're an hour and 17 minutes into the ball game. That one hit, and it deflected off the glove of Fenders into shallow right field. And Krieg will get credit for a base hit on that one. That's going to be a hit. If they charge that as an error, that's the wrong decision.
Now batting for the Rough Riders, center fielder number 10, Jeremiah Jillick.
They did indeed charge it as a hit, which is a good thing because I would have strongly disagreed otherwise.
That one hit well to left center field, and that one diving for it, and Derek Lee couldn't get it. Heading into third is Krieg, and now they'll send him home. And the throw to home is not going to be in time. He slides in safely, and it's now 8-2 in favor of Dickinson. So Jeremiah Gillick with a RBI double. That scores Krieg from first base. Landon Olson, the batter now. And the pitch in for a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2 here to Olson. And that one's popped up. Looks like Collins will have a chance at it, and he makes the grab. Hour and 18 minutes time of the game. The longest game yesterday was the Stars and West Fargo that went a little over 2 hours. 2 hours and 14, 2 hours and 15, something like that yesterday. All the other games were about an hour 40 or less. And now we're in the bottom of the fifth at an hour and 18 here as the strike comes into Jace Kovash, who's 2 for 2, a double left and a infield single on his 2 trips to the plate so far today. 0-1, and he'll reach for it and flare it foul off to the right-hand side, and it's 0-2. And that one's hit hard over towards Collins. He'll fire to third. They'll make the run down between second and third. And they got them both out. I have never seen that before in my history of calling baseball. Landon Olson rounded first, headed into second, thinking that Gillick was going to get thrown out. And they both slid into second base at the same time. And it's a double play. I'm not even sure how to record that. I think it's like, well, we'll figure it out during the break. It's going to be some unique numbers set on that double play, and we'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though.
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
All right, so we figured it out. It's a 1-5-6-5-6 double play to end that inning. A very unique double play that I've never seen in my career of baseball before, or softball for that matter. I've seen some unique plays, but that was definitely one of the more unique ones. Jace Kovash, the bat. Wait, timeout. I'm still on the wrong roster here.
Tyler Tomez will walk.
Now batting for Williston, the first baseman, number 5, Caden Finders.
And the pitch, that one hit hard to right field. Going back is Drew Kovash, and it's over the wall. It's a home run, a 2-run homer for Caden Fenders. And it's 8-4, and Williston has sliced the lead in half. That's the first home run of the state tournament. And it comes in a 2-run fashion to make it 8-4 on the Essentia Health scoreboard. Already the second hit, only the second hit of the ball game here for Williston. Caden Fenders with a 2-run smash to right field. That one's popped up. One. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings 2-run homer to right for Caden Fenders to cut the lead down to 8-4. And now Williston is within striking distance of this game. After a 7-run inning by Dickinson in the bottom of the third, had it not been for that 7-run inning, right now Williston would be up 4-1. Full count. Sawyer Hansen, the batter, and he walks. I'll bring up Chris Combs. And Williston is starting to show signs of life here in the top of the 6th.
That brings up the catcher for the Birds, number 4, Chris Combs.
And that pitch a little too inside. It pushes Combs off the plate. Hour and 21 minutes, time of the ball game now. They try the pickoff there on Sawyer Hansen on first, no success. Hansen back in time. Well, started with a 1-5-6-5-6 double play to end the inning, and Williston has had built off that momentum, and now here comes coach for Dickinson out to the mound. Talk things over. Looks like Weiler, will stay on the mound. Talk things over here after Williston scores 2 in the 4th and a 2-run homer by Caden Fenders to right field. Cuts the lead in half at 8-4. Chris Combs has returned to action with a 2-0 count. Now Combs will pop it up. Landon Olsen goes after it, and it'll drop. He may have lost it in the sun. Two and one the count. Derek Lee is on deck. Alex Ewert to follow. 7, 8, and 9 are the next scheduled batters, and with nobody out, and now a 3-1 count, we might see all of them. We'll see Derek Lee for sure. That one popped out to center, going back, and drifting back is Jillick, and Jillick makes the catch. Now Derek Lee, the center fielder, will step up to the plate and try and keep this inning going here. Williston's gotten themselves a little bit of momentum on their side. We'll see if they can capitalize on that and continue to chip away at this deficit.
And that's a hard hit towards Troy Berg. The second, now over to first, they got the double play. A 6-4-3 double play will end the inning as they leave nobody on base as a result of the double play. And they'll bring up Jace Kovash, Troy Berg, and Carson Weiler. Batters 9-1 and 2. Hunter Mapes with pitch 23 when we return after this. The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive. All right, welcome back. First pitch comes across for a ball to Jace Kovash. 2 for 2, double to left, and an infield single so far in his plate appearances here in this contest. 8-4 in favor of the Dickinson Rough Riders on the, it says 11-4. I'm not sure how that happened, but it is only 8-4. We'll double check. We'll double check something here. Now one sit up to right field, and the catch is made there by Alex Ewert. All right, now our score is correct. And now it's Carson Weiler after the fly out by Kovash to right field. And a strike is tossed here to Troy Berg, who's 2 for 2. Double walk and a single. Both the double and the single went to left field. One ball, one strike. And the pitch is in for a ball. 2-1 the count now here to Troy Berg. And the 2-1 windup. Now one hit hard over towards Collins. Collins dropped the ball, and as a result, Troy Berg will reach on an error. Carson Weiler will be at the plate now.
The first baseman, number 18, Isaac Daly.
One away, Berg on first. Berg takes off. Actually, hang on a second. That's actually Carson Weiler. And now he gets thrown out, so. And Isaac Daly will smash that one to right field, and they'll be caught at the foul line by Alex Ewert. And that is out number 3. That'll take care of the 6th inning of play on the fly out to right field. One last chance for Williston. Alex Ewert, Ashton Collins, Alex Bloom. 9-1-2, and Carson Weiler with pitch 36 when we return after this.
There is no off-season for greatness. You do what it takes to stay in the game. And so do we. Our commitment is to keep you moving forward. Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Like nowhere else.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. It's an 8-4 lead for Dickinson over Williston, and Williston moves into the top of the 7th with Alex Ewert, Ashton Collins, and Alex Bloom, these scheduled batters, and they need to score at least 4 runs to force the bottom of the 7th, and they have 3 outs to work with. First pitch outside into the backstop, ball 1. Ewert 0 for 2, struck out looking, and then he grounded out to Aiden Hike, the second baseman, last time he was at the plate. 1-0. That one hit hard to Troy Berg. Berg fires over to first, out number 1. Isaac Daly moves over to first. That means we have a new third baseman, too. And I haven't seen a jersey number yet on that third baseman. 1 ball, no strike here to Ashton Collins. Now 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1, and that one's fouled straight back, and that's now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jace Kovash playing over at third now. That means we have a new left fielder too. And now that the ball goes into the backstop, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now there's 1 out. Or 2 outs, excuse me. All right, Carson Weiler on the mound, Landon Olson catching, Daly at first, Hike at second, Berg at short, Jace Kovash at third, and Caden Krieg is out in left field now for Dickinson. Jillick still in center, Drew Kovash still in right. And Alex Bloom is the scheduled batter. We'll see if he stays in the number 2 spot or not, as it looks like. Actually, I think that's the Dickinson coach talking to the umpire, so I don't know if they're making more defensive changes or what the conversation is, but the conversation comes to an end. And that pitch is going to miss for a ball. 1-0. That one pops away like a piece of popcorn, and it's 2-0. And if I made anybody hungry, I am not sorry. They don't even sell popcorn at this concession stand, and I'm still not sorry. 2-0 the count. That one's inside, 3-0. And now the coach is coming out to the mound again.
Carson Weiler has 45 pitches according to my, no, he has 44 pitches according to my counts, and it looks like they'll take it, he'll be done. 44 pitches, 16 balls, and 28 strikes. As our favorite people to our left play copyrighted music really loud. For those who don't know, one of the guys up here in the booth is one of the guys I've worked with all season doing the Pulse 400 games. He's normally the music guy at Pulse 400. He's not the music guy here today, but all season we've given each other grief over music, and so occasionally I'll spit out a comment over to my left and try and grab his attention. 3 balls and no, I think it's 3 balls and no strikes to Alex Bloom. And once again, the new pitcher on the mound here for Dickinson is it number 15? If it is, it's Jace Kovash, and it is number 15. That means we'll have a new third baseman as well. And Weiler's going to third. So straight switch from third base and pitcher. And they're still playing that music, so I'll keep that microphone turned off for now as he gets some more warm-up tosses here. He'll come in on a 3-0 count to Alex Bloom. 2 out, Grant Cymbaluk on deck if Bloom can reach base here. Once again, Williston needs 4, and they have 1 out to work with. And the pitch, in for a strike. (3-1), strike 2. And that one flared foul for strike 2.5. Swing and a miss, and Dickinson eliminates Williston from the tournament, and they will survive to play another game. Williston put up a valiant effort here in this one, but they fell a little bit short. Pair of runs in the 4th and a 2-run blast from Caden Fenders in the 6th. But that bottom of the 3rd was the tough one, or the big one for Dickinson, as the two teams will shake hands at home plate. That'll wrap it up for our broadcast, and we'll be back at 1:30 for the Post 400 Stars and the Bismarck Governors.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.